Hey everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today, June 2nd, 2019. Taking a look at EOS. Yeah, EOS update. Also, BTC. Is it going to have a big move anytime soon? We'll be taking a look at that. Also, we'll be covering an experiment that I did with EOS where I was scalping for profits. So we'll see how well I did, and then also maybe you might pick up some quick tips here. But first off, please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. Alright, so let's go. First off, well, if you haven't, like, subscribe, and get notified so you can listen to these live streams. I usually do live streams. And, get notified so you can catch them. Alright, so first off, before we get all to these topics here, there's some XRP news hot off the press. So what is that? Well, this article here on FX Street says Ripple jumps above 46 cents for no particular reason. Yay! Okay, so that's the news on XRP. No link below or anything like that. It's like, yeah, that happens, right? Oh, for no apparent reason. What else has jumped for no apparent reason? What was it? Scicoin. Let's go take a look at Scicoin here. Let's see. Is it still up here in the upper echelons? No. Excuse me. Sonam. I'm sorry, not Scicoin. Sonam. What has Sonam been doing? Oh, look at that. Look at that nice big spike. And look how high it went. It went from, good grief, from 347, and this is versus BTC, okay, on the 15-minute. So it went from 347 all the way up, my gosh, to 586. What was that? Well, this was a pump and dump. And this was on like a Discord chat or something like that. But yeah, so Sonam has graduated to be a pump and dump coin. Has it? Don't know. It just got picked by some people, okay? Nevertheless, there it is. It had a huge spike and it's down, and it's just one of those things. That's what they're doing, and that's really too bad. That's in this market, right? Anyway, so that's Sonam. But yeah, let's take a look at XRP since it went up for no apparent reason as well. Let me go ahead and flip that over. We'll take a look at that real quick here on BTC pairing. What has it done? Oh yeah, it popped up. Is there an apparent reason why it popped up? Well, let's see if we can see any type of Wyckoff pattern here. Because a lot of people are not familiar with Wyckoff, and so they see moves and they're wondering, what in heck is going on? So as we can see here, so that's definitely a markup. This is just a markdown area. Let's get out of the 15-minute, maybe on the 30-minute. We're looking for reasons for XRP to actually go up. Isn't that sad? XRP actually needs a reason to go up. Anyway, so yeah, it jumped way up here. I'm trying to see if I can see any type of pattern. It had big sell-off here. That is why it spiked up there. Yeah, there's a reason. Let's go out here to the probably 2-hour. There is a reason. Reason being is that the algorithm wants it to keep following the trend, the general trend. And yeah, I know these aren't exact trend lines, but it wants it to actually catch up with the trend, okay? That's the reason. As far as like a Wyckoff pattern or stuff like this, we're in a... Oh, hold on. I scrolled out. Yeah, we actually might be in a pattern. This is one reason, of course. Yeah, let me kill that. We could actually... Let me get the auto off here real quick. Put that on real quick. Selling climax. Copy, paste. Buying climax. Preliminary supply. Wow, look how nicely that fits over. So, yeah. excuse me, point of last supply, boom. Selling climax, automatic rally, comes down to secondary test, and it's in the mid-range. Isn't that interesting? It's right in the center, so pick the center. Whoops. Yeah, it's about the center. Close enough. Let me go ahead and make that a little bit dashed. You know, that color really isn't so great, is it? Let me scroll in so you guys can see. Okay, so there's our supply. Here's our selling climax, buying climax, secondary test. Oh, actually, on these you would expect it to come down here and then bounce up like that. So it not being able to get this far down is actually bullish. Why? Because all the supply in this area has been consumed and no one else is interested in selling below that because they already have sold. So that's great. So that is actually bullish whammo. And that's what it does. It goes to a test to the upside. So that's why that's what it's doing. It did another little secondary test right here. There was some action later on in here, as you can see by the volumes right down in there. We're going over some just charting experience here for you guys. And so, yeah, there was some interest right in here. And so they decided to bump it up with a nice buy. And you can look at this nice buy and this nice buy as a direction to say, hey, okay, we're going to go up and test this range again now. So, yeah, there is definitely a reason. The person or whoever gave him that information is just not familiar with Wyckoff, and I am perfectly happy with that. If that can be kept a secret, the better, right? So yeah, so this looks XRP is actually in a Wyckoff mode, going through its tests. It's in its phase B, is what we call it. It's phase B, because phase A happens like right after that. Whoops. Excuse me. Right around in here. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's in its phase B. Yay. All right. So yeah, where should we put a box on this thing? Let's put a box. Okay. Looking at the time frame. Looking at the time frame. Let's see. How many was that? So that was at 1317. Wait, is that right? Okay, so that long. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, guys. Almost done. So we'll see. Okay. This is my little box. Here's my little box. We'll see what it does. If it, whoops, that should be half. We'll see what it does. Okay, so that's XRP. Enough of XRP. So what else were we talking about? Let me get back here. So EOS update. Okay, well, what happened with EOS? Well, they had their their little convention thing going on, right? Where they discussed something about voice.com. And this is a new social media that they're coming out with that frankly looks an awful lot like, not an awful lot like, but has many things similar to, you know, Steam, right? Steam it. Thing is that they talk about claiming your voice. So if you want your comments to go up higher, you can pay for it to go higher. What their algorithms, they're saying that their algorithms are really going to be more fair, which is nice. They're going to integrate a type of identity verification which they're calling authn during their little presentation. They're calling it authn, which is basically this. The way I got it is that, okay, nothing new, same thing as OAuth. So if you're familiar with Node.js, JavaScript, there's something called OAuth, kind of like that, except they're going to collect even more information from you to make sure that you are an actual person. Is this real identity? No, it's not. The only real identity that is available is in the key, TKY. That is real identity, and that's for China only at this point in time. Okay, where they know, where it is irrefutable and undeniable. So this stuff is neither of those. But, you know, they're trying to just, to me, this is an information grab, okay? Information grab, and what are you doing? You're giving them more information. So how do you guys think about that? Let me make sure I'm streaming here real quick. Yeah, okay, I am. Hey, people. Yeah, so this is, Are You Human? They're looking at ID stuff. And this whole voice thing is just, you know, I tried Steam it, and I got off, you know. It's just one of those things with their algorithms and stuff, how they did it like that. It just had some issues for me. And I think it had issues with a lot of other people. But anyway, right up here, let's read this. Social as it should be. We think social networking is due for a major rework. Yeah, no kidding. From the bot mobs, yep, to the data tracking, to the shady algorithms behind our feed, social media has not been a good friend to us. So, I mean, how can you not agree with that, right? We know that's a bad thing. So they have, it looks like they have some good intentions here. I'm just a little bit confused. Like, this isn't 100%. It's like, okay, nothing really can be at this point in time. I mean, to get that, you have to tie into government databases, okay? Which nobody does except for the key. And then so you can post and you can do media and stuff like that. So we'll see, and you can raise your voice, you can claim, and they had one thing here like where if you, it's kind of like a bidding war, so you can have your voice or whatever be bumped up to the top, so you pay for it now. It goes along with like likes and stuff like that, likes, views, whatever. Then you can pay to boost it basically. And if somebody else likes pays to get their voice on top, like a comment and stuff, it refunds the other person, which is kind of interesting. So check this out. This is at voice.com, and this is their new thingy for social media platform. And if you didn't know, there was a pretty widespread outage on social platforms today, which affected YouTube, Twitter, I believe, Instagram, also Vimeo, yeah, which is really interesting. I really like Vimeo. It's a great platform as well. But yeah, that got affected as well. Is really interesting. What is going on with, you know, these larger social media platforms? Question is, whatever took those down, would this be taken down? I don't know. That might be something we're looking to in the future. So keep an eye on this, okay, guys? What else they discovered, or excuse me, covered in the meeting that they had, their presentation, was the most interesting. So we have the voice, we have their authn thing, and then the most interesting thing to me was where they're developing a new VM, a virtual machine, that runs on WASM, which is a WebAssembly. Now, WebAssembly is really great. Why is that cool? Because you can use, you can program it in C. Well, I'm talking here for like video games and stuff, okay? You can program something in C++, okay? And then you can have it converted to WASM using something called mscripting. Really cool. So they went over to a WASM, which is WebAssembly, which assembly language is one step up from machine language, okay? It's about as close to the bare metal as one can get. Now, when it's running in browsers, you're going to get close to 60% of bare metal speed, okay? Of being a native application, a program that you would run and install on your machine. So that's pretty good for a web-based program, which is a virtual machine runs in for their nodes and stuff like that, or to run the apps. So that is the most exciting thing for me, because I'm a developer and just kind of like a geek that way. But that's the most interesting thing to me. So we'll see what the language that you can program it that came out. They did say that they're just going to be having headers on it, which I don't know. There's just not enough information. I have to do further research on it, but it sounds really cool that they're going over to WASM, WebAssembly. So that's really cool. So that is interesting stuff. So keep an eye on EOS. Yeah, keep an eye on EOS, okay? Do your research. Alrighty then. So that's EOS. And I'll get with you guys in just a second. Let me go ahead and break this out. Pop out the chart. Pop out the chart. It should make like some little cannon noise or something when I do that. Okay, so what else? BTC. Let's go take a look at BTC, okay? Actually, no. Let's go look at scalping for profits, because I was scalping for profits on EOS. Yes, I was on good old EOS. Here it is. This is on versus BTC. Let me scroll out. And the thing's just been taking a dump, right? It went up to the news that it was going to announce, then it dumped. Yeah, that happens, right? Sell the rumor, buy the news, even if the news is like terrific or whatever. Okay, so let's go look at BTC. Let me scroll up to EOS. I'll show you what I was doing. If you watched my previous video, I was doing some scalping, and I was just having fun for practice, okay? Anyway, so this is, I was up in this area, right up in here. Oh my gosh, that's 2 hours. Man, I'm not used to the 2 hour. Whew. Okay, that's better. Okay, so we marked this up, and I put some boxes and stuff there, and I got in right around 96.20, right around that area here. So somewhere right around in this range, okay? So I got in there and had my boxes. Yeah, it came on down. I thought it was going to keep on going up. It didn't, and that's okay. I was just being patient, waited for it to come down, and then it actually went down to the lowest point I thought I'd go, hit my boxes, came back up, hit another one of my boxes, and then from here I was thinking, okay, it broke above here and kept on going. All right. Broke above here and kept on going, and I drew these lines before any of this stuff was here, so I didn't have a buying climax or whatever. What I did was I took a previous line, pump that they did, and that was about 1.5 times for when they had a pump like here, which in Wyckoff, this would be like the preliminary supply. Let me change colors on that. This would be like the preliminary supply. Come on, blue, blau. Okay, molto bene. All right, that would be the preliminary supply thingy, where it's at the top, and then after that you'd have an automatic rally, which usually come down and it go up like this, but it didn't do that, and then or go up to a buying climax and stuff. Anyway, it didn't do that. It actually went down, but nevertheless, I took this area here, and then I was trying to calculate the top of this, and so I went up like 1.5 for the buying climax. That's how I came up with that line. That's why it's not lining up with anything, because I guesstimated on the lines here. And anyway, so it just kept on blowing through that line, so I wrote it up. I did not put in any hard stops. I did not enter stops. I have issues with that, okay? Why do I have issues with that? Because they do this garbage here. They do stop hunting. So I just had it going up, 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 up. And then what happened is as soon as it went up here and started going down, wham, I did a sell at 10,100. Excuse me, 10,100. 10,100's a CB thing, if you know about that. A very important CB Citizens Band call. Anyway, yeah, so it started going down and wham, I was out. And then, so what that got me on this little scalping from, this is back on the 31st, from about, let's say 12:30 to 4, yeah, right around 4:30. I got almost 5% profit. So, hey, that works for me. I'll take 5% profit any day. But anyway, this is basically just a test to show you guys how you can actually do things with Wyckoff, have predictive boxes and stuff like that, and notice that it hits. Hit 1, 2, 3, 4, which is like really cool. 4 out of 5, 6. 4 out of, so I got 4 out of 6. That's 80% hit right there. I was thinking it's going to go up here in the long run at a longer time period, but it broke my box way over here at this time thing. So I'm saying, okay, it broke it really early. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to sell now because it hit this target way over here. So that's why I got out. So I rolled it up and it started coming down. Boom. So I got out at that number, 10,100, which is right around where that thingy is. Just because I said it again, because I see it as 10,100. I thought that was a cool number. It went up and so I just boom. Hit the button, man. But anyway, that's that. So that's EOS, but yeah. Yeah, it's been taking a dump ever since, so quite interesting. But this was just for fun, okay? The profits, I mean, 5%. I think I made, I don't know. Oh, I could have made like 20 cents, 30 cents on this trade. We'll see. It was just for fun. Very, 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 very minimal, just for practice, okay? Anyway, so that is EOS. Let's go take a look at BTC. I like looking at BTC over here on TradingView. So let's go BTC, USD. Take a look at Bitfinex. Okay, whammo bammo. So we're in a pretty nice Wyckoff markup here. We had our buying climax. Automatic rally was really strange on this one, so I just called it right there. That would make this one a secondary test. I'm calling that in phase B. Here's another test. So I tagged that box, tagged my box there. Came way down here. Now when it came way down here, that's a pretty significant thing since it came up right quick. That's called a spring. That's called a spring in Wyckoff. So what happens with that is that springs, they'll come around here, they'll test it, and then it could just keep on gazooming up into my box I have way up here. So you can see my target box. Yeah, I'm expecting it to come up here and hit sometime, so we'll see. But we can look for signs of weakness because, yeah, this thing could just bloody dump back down to here. And also, if we could say, oh, well, what about the BART pattern? What about the BART pattern? Well, we had an opening BART here, and then there's its closing BART. Okay, so I'm not too worried about that particular BART algorithm, that BART setup there. Let's go out here to the 45-minute, though. Let me scroll in. We do have, I was thinking, oh, well, what about this BART pattern going over? And it's like, no, because that was the opening BART and that was the closing BART. Okay, just think of a box. It needs two sides. There it is. So that's closed, but it still could come down. And if it does come down, it could like want to close this area. So we'll be looking around something like down in here. That's around 73. We'll see. I mean, could it do that all the way down here? Yeah. Is it likely? Well, I don't know. I mean, it's possible, right? But I don't think it's likely. I think it It just really depends, actually. I mean, I can't tell you for sure because this thing's dynamic. I do have it eventually coming up here as a test, and then we'll see where it goes. But right now, it's a pretty interesting time. So if I'm trying to scroll back in, let me put auto back on. So if we scroll right back in here, we can look for signs of weakness, which is what you do. And weakness comes in near the top, the upper ranges. And right now we're in the upper ranges. We are at the lower area of, this is my automatic rally line. We are just floating above that automatic rally line. So we're in the lower 25%. So that's not looking, I mean, that's not the greatest of things where it's hovering around there, but yeah, we'll see if it pops up. So let's look for a sign of weakness to see if it's going to come down. And what we look for is the larger volumes. So here's the larger one. Let me bring up the volumes here. This has to deal with VSA, which is a volume spread analysis. Let me scroll into this bad boy right here. Let me fix this range so you guys can see it better. There. So we're looking at these two candles, bars right here. If you're using candles, switch the bars. All right. And these are HLC bars, so it's showing the high-low close. All right. So we're looking for this high one here. Was it on high volume? Yeah, it wasn't the highest, but it's still really pretty high volume. Yep. So that's a checkbox. It closed in the upper area. Yep, it closed up here. The next one was a down bar. It means that the close was below this one. Yep. Sure enough, and then was it on high volume as well? Yep. So what this basically is an indication of is a sign of weakness. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Doesn't mean it's going to go down. No, we are kind of already seeing the effects of it, right? It's already kind of going like that. And if we scroll out, I'll get those stupid lines off. If we scroll out, another thing that we look for is, let me put auto back on. Is this thing forming a crown? Does it look like it's forming a crown? So you tell me, okay? Also things we look for is that we're looking for the volatility. So we're looking for the volatility, so the amplitude of the wave. So how high are the waves? So what we see is that the wave height, whoops, I got the wrong bloody thing. So what we see is the wave height is going like this, that high, and then it's getting, I drew that terribly, didn't I? So the wave height is actually declining. So this is a big wave, and then this is a smaller wave. You see how it's like a sine wave here? And so it gets smaller and fizzles out. And when it fizzles out, that's when it does something, okay? So that's what we look for. And then as an indication for volume, what do we have going on with volume? We have volume decreasing, and the cells decreasing, which is cool. We actually have an indicator here on this one where it's momentum, which is positive momentum, and then also some greens. So yeah, I would say, okay, I like my box up here, so we'll see what happens. Yeah. So that was Bitcoin. Hope you guys like that. Yeah, so I'm looking for a test for it to do something around here in the, this is the buying climax range, so it's the upper range. So we'll see if it comes up and has some type of failure, if supply comes in. All right, like something like this didn't, yeah, something like around here, okay? Where supply came in. Let me move that down a little bit. Whoops. Grab that. Yeah, there. Okay, yeah, so where supply came in, it could do a test. See, it did a test here, but that's a special kind of a test. It's not really a test because it was doing stop hunting, okay? Boom, did stop hunting there and did stop hunting here. And actually stop hunting like that is bullish because they want to clear out, they want to basically pave the road for the future ahead, okay? Also, we need to take a look at the kind of micro trend here, and the micro trend is up. Macro trend is up. Okay, so if we scroll on out, yeah, there's the macro trend. So, but then it looks like, hey, it's kind of going down, but we looked at that, and yeah, so I'm thinking it's going to go up So we'll see what happens. This about 8,800 mark is pretty hard. It looks like it's pretty hard, right? Pretty hard to break. So we'll see. All right. What else? What else? I think, did I have anything else on that? So we covered the BTC. Is it going to have a big move? Might test above 8,800. We'll see. Covered scalping. On one thing, there is one thing I heard, and we did EOS. There is one thing I heard. I was listening to a YouTuber today. Need more coffee. And he was talking about how you don't want to go around and scalp things for profit. Because, and I'm thinking like, what? Really? It's like, okay, fine. That's his trading range. I'm gonna scalp for profit. I have long-term trades. I have midterm. I have swing trades where it's like a couple days, and then I have trades like this where I'm looking at the 1 minute. It's like, I don't care, man. Wyckoff works on basically all of those time frames. And so I'm just looking for opportunities, all right? That's what I am. I'm an opportunistic hunter, I guess. Shark. Anyway, so yeah, I just showed you how I sharked EOS. So we'll take a look at this. This is a BART. Yeah, it came all the way down, but the thing is it basically went zoop like that. All right, so yeah, like, subscribe, get notified. Just going over to the chats now. Say hi to people. Oh, James Shevert wants to look at VeChain. Yeah, we can look at VeChain. Vet. Always like VeChain. We'll look at it versus USDT. Okay, so buying climax, test, another test, bounced up, did an up thrust. So that's a test to the higher side. That's like what I'm looking for Bitcoin that I was talking about, because it was down in the lower range. Did some tests, and it's like, oh, okay, well, let's go up. So this is on the 45-minute for VeChain, and it's hit. It keeps on hitting that, right? Yeah, so there's VeChain. So it's, yeah, look for another test up in this area. If we take a look at the volumes, okay, that's nice declining volumes going down, especially the sells, which is cool. We look for that. So that's cool. Largest thing here is a nice big huge green, which gives us some momentum. Another cluster of buys here, so that's cool. Yeah, there was a huge sell candle there. So what? So yeah, I would expect it to do some type of another test again. It's like it did here and here, okay? But yeah, VeChain, love VeChain. One of the best projects in the whole crypto realm. A lot of good stuff. A lot of things coming out for it in June. And plus they have that Pure. I think it was Pure. Let's go over here and take a look at VeChain, because this is important, okay, guys? Let's see. Let's go to VeChain. Go up to the Reddit. No, I think I was on their Twitter. They actually had it posted. Oh, this is new. 3 hours ago. OceanX has raised the maximum 24-hour UTC withdrawal limit for non-KYC accounts from 0.1 Bitcoin to $10,000 USD. Ooh, there you go. All right, so they're up to 10,000 USD. These guys, watch out for OceanX, man. They are playing serious. They're like gearing up. Keep an eye on these guys, and then look at that. Where can you get VeChain? Right there. Where can you get VeThor? Right there. Player. SHA, couple others, man. Check them out. Let's see. Oh yeah, here's that big data thing. VChain attended the China International Big Data Expo for 2019. This is where the Key got presented their national award for their thing, where basically it's saying like, okay, you guys are like gold, go ahead, and we're progressing with the with your company, and we're going to go do the rollout, okay, the nationwide rollout. So that's basically the go for them. Yeah, so that's really cool. People in their Reddits and stuff were actually questioning if this was a real event or not, stuff like that. It's like, yeah, come on. It's just, they're just a bunch of fudsters in TKY, but you know, same as VChain as well. But anyway, there's this thing in VChain where they're talking about this like Pure with San Marino. I think it might have been over on their Reddit. Let me take a look here. Okay, where are you? Get out of there. Jur, J-U-R. That's what it is, okay? J-U-R. Check this out, guys. J-U-R. That is where they're going to put legal documents on the blockchain, on VChain. For, yeah, here it is. CEO of Jur. I am proud to say that we have a MVP that we developed on Ethereum, and we are moving to VChain. We are going to test it in cooperation with universities and our community by this summer. Great. And so what they're basically doing is putting, I guess if you have like stuff that is like on lawyer.com, so legal contracts and stuff like that, they're looking at actually putting them onto the blockchain, and they're getting legislation set up in San Marino for that. So check out Jur for VChain. This is like really, really cool. Really, really cool. Okay, this is on the Reddit. A whole bunch of links here. You know where to find them. Okay, I showed you where to go. But yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that. I was going to talk about them and forgot to stick it in the update. So there's VChain. Okay, James? Hey, Ronnie, how's it going? Let me move this over here. So, XRP is going over $1. Does this TA even matter? Let's go here. Does TA matter? All right. Looking at the chart, what information do we have? We have volume, right? Okay, we have volume. Can we trust the volume? We'll put V. Can we trust the volume? No. The last thing an exchange wants to show you is real volume. I've shown this several times on Dent. Okay, so we can't trust that. What else do we have? Well, we have basically we have like the price, the trades, right? So can we trust the actual trades? No, we can't. We can't trust the trades. Can we actually trust the price? No. So we can't trust the actual trades, the ups and down movements. They're not natural. We can't trust the actual price. We can't trust the trades. We can't trust the price. We can't trust the volume. Can we trust that they actually have the coins? 1-to-1. 1-to-1. No. What can we trust? What we can trust is that these are sprites, that they're basic little dots playing a video game designed to entice you to suck your money away. Okay? That's what we can trust on. That we can trust, that there are algorithms that are designed to do just that. That's about all we can trust. So does TA really matter in anything? No. In crypto, in stock market, in gold, in silver, in Forex, in this or that. Does it really matter? No. That's why I say follow your gut. You can do this without any TA whatsoever and just follow your gut instinct. That's all you need. All right? You don't even have to know what the coin does. You just hear the name of the coin. What's your instinct? TA people aren't going to tell you that. But really, that's all you need. I don't need to tell you this. You know it. How many times have you not followed your gut and then went back and said, gosh, if I only did what I thought or felt I should have done? Huh? How many times? Countless times over your lifespan, right? Countless times. Intuition is valid. Wyckoff talked about it. He's saying that is the most important thing that a trader can actually have. He called it foresight. I do remote viewing. It's the same thing. Foresight, remote viewing. The charting, that's only like 10% of it, okay? Preparing yourself mentally is a huge part of jumping into this game, okay? So does TA matter? No. For a lot of things, it doesn't. But the arguments can be made otherwise, okay? As I showed you here, yeah, it helps you kind of define. For me, it's important because it helps define your ability to actually express what you are sensing, okay? And if it's written down or on a chart or something like this, you can then gauge your accuracy. All right? The closest thing to charting emotions of people, your gut instinct, because that's what you're picking up on is other people's emotions. The best thing for charting that is Wyckoff, in my experience, okay? And so charting is very, very, very important for tracking the accuracy, okay? Where do you think I got all these little boxes? I had 80% hit rate on those. Boom, 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 boom. That's from instinct, okay? That's not from charting, man. Anyway, I could write a book on that. I teach people how to build their instincts up, their foresight. Interested in that? Shoot me an email. Contact is below. Do one-on-one training on stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I have some clients doing that. All right, so back to the questions, okay? Hope that answered your question there. Diesel Hound? So Ronnie is saying Dent has made a steady move from 123 to 58 since the start of this rally. Despite what the technicals might say, the fundamentals are great. I have done my research. Yeah, that's right, but you know what? The fundamentals don't mean garbage. Why? Let's go take a look. Let's look at Dent. Fundamentals don't mean jack in this one. Why? Look at that. Oh, how many trades do you have on this one? The coin is dead. That doesn't mean that it's not still playable, okay? The project is completely controlled. Look at that. It is so tightly controlled that it looks funny on the graph. That's because they have their ranges in here very tight. And if we scroll on in, and let me switch over here to bars real quick. There. I mean, look at this. You have the closes all lined up. Then you have closes here, closes here, closes here. Okay, there is nothing natural about this. You might have 1 out of 100 trades in this thing. So you might have a person trade maybe make a trade every 20, 30 minutes, an hour, something like that. There's nothing organic at all about this. So it is not the people. The people are not interested in that, or the number that are have absolutely zero ability to move this any which way they want. So the only reason that is going up is not for fundamentals. It is because that's where Binance wants it to go. Period. This is a video game you're playing against. Okay? This is a video game you're playing against. They give you wins. They give you wins. And then they bleed you out. Bleed you out. Oh, let's make a W pattern. Bleed you out. I was alluding to this when I said the Anunnaki are in control when they made a hand. When there's like that. They did that on purpose. It was a joke. It was a joke that they were playing on people to see if they'd actually notice. They did it again. They did it twice. This is complete BS. And you know what? That's okay, because you can still get in here and sell here. Get in here and sell here. And screw the exchange. Okay? They're the whale. They're the ones that are doing it more than likely, or somebody else. Okay? If it's somebody else, they would definitely be able to find out who is controlling this. And if they were serious about stopping this type of manipulation or whatever, they definitely could. They could track down the account and stuff like that. They have that information. So they're not doing that if it's not them. If it's not them, they're not policing it. So they are allowing this to happen. But the name of this game is to suck the money dry, give you some hope, bleed you out, give you some more hope. Go buy, come on, come out and play. Come on, come play. We're here. We broke the neckline a little bit. Look, we shot it way up here. This increases the numbers. It looks great. Don't be so gullible, guys. Don't be so gullible. What you do with this is you be a shark. And you learn how to spot these areas and you suck them dry. Okay? You go here to here. What's the time span on this? Let's blow this up, okay? Because I'm tired of people saying, oh, you can't play the shorter time periods. You have to, like, hold. Oh, my gosh. If you don't hold forever, you might win something. Oh, my gosh. That's against the rules. Let me go to the 30-minute here. It's like, guys, you're listening to people with retail mentalities, man. Retail mentalities. And that's exactly what they want. Come on, damn. Okay. All right. What's the time span here? So we're going from here. Let's say we got in up here, okay? So that's at 1700 on 8/11. Okay, so that's after several days, all the way out to the 25th. Okay. Whammo. That is a nice trade swing, okay? Here's where they're getting tricky. They're saying, "Oh, here's a Wyckoff pattern. Oh, here's a Wyckoff pattern for the Wyckoff people. Let's take it down here. Oh, let's do another test." Okay, problem is this isn't following Wyckoff patterns. Kind of, but it's not. And then what they do is they suck it dry, because the Wyckovians out there who are using straight Wyckoff are thinking, okay, it's going to come down, and it's going to come down, and then here it's going to bounce, because they're going to call this a spring. No, they take it down here. Boom, boom. Oh, this is the spring. No. Anyway, The thing is that you learn their patterns, and then you jab them where you can get it, okay? You get them where they can. This is totally unnatural, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. It's just that you don't you don't really do this stuff with TA, because they're using technical analysis against you, okay? That's what I do, all right? I use TA. I use anti-TA tactics against traders so I can turn profits. Yeah, that's what's going to be in my little classes I'm making up. That's called being a shark, man. Being a shark is where you win against other traders and you win against a stupid computer program, because that's what you're definitely playing here. Anyway, that was my little rant. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, there's Leonard. Hey. Do I like Jur? I think it's interesting. I think Jur is interesting. Well, it could have ramifications, or excuse me, not ramifications, but wide acceptance in San Marino, which is tiny. Okay, it's tiny. But nevertheless, it's something that's a spark that could grow. All right? It's something to keep your eyes on. Hey, there's Fawad. Hey, Fawad. How's it going, man? Let me see what you're saying here. Let me get some coffee while I'm reading that. On TKY updates, yeah, there was there's not much on TKY. There's I did an update where they said save the date for the government approval thingy for their rollout, and then another one for their main chain thing, which was these two right down here. Okay, add to your calendar. Public chain test June 30th. Check this out. Government evaluation, June 30th. Wham, they're saying that award was basically it, that they got the go. All right? So they got the go ahead, and that was ahead of schedule. Ahead of schedule by 30 days. That's how the key operates, guys. They deliver, and they deliver ahead of schedule. So when they have their public chain test, that's the next one that's coming up. That will be interesting. Very, very interesting. And, yeah, we'll wait and see. So, yeah, they got their National Technology Innovation Award from the Chinese government. That's at the Big Data Conference that VeChain was at. TKY got the award. All right? And so that's what we're waiting for right now. MVP Mainnet won a national award. So their Mainnet won. But is it rolled out? I don't know. I'm expecting an AMA. When I get more news, I'll definitely give you guys an update, but keep an eye on the key. Do your research. If you haven't done research on the key, start right now. It'll probably take you about 2-3 weeks to do research. How you do research is right here, the key, essential information. You click on this bad boy, and you have the exchanges, the wallets. It's based on NEO right now. You have their progress reports and partners and stuff like. I mean, come on, look. You have AMAs to watch. You have a ton of information here. It's going to take you a long time to research it. Check out their white paper for sure. All right, this is to me this is the most important crypto project that has the most worldwide that basically can have the most effects worldwide than any other crypto out there, period. That's the key. Check it out. If we go look at a price, where can you get them at? Qcoin. We'll go to Qcoin. Go to markets. It's been having activity here on, we'll just do TKY. So this is it. Let me scroll out. This is the 15-minute. Let me go here to, let's go to the 4-hour. Okay, as you see here, all-time low. It's bouncing up and it's starting to go up, okay? That's versus ETH. If we go here to TJY and select USDT, I reported about this where they started having some real interesting volume. Right in here, all of a sudden, whammo. I'm thinking, wow, where'd that come from? Buying, guys. This is institutional buying. All right? This is institutional buying. Retail are like these little blips. Okay, these little guys. This is retail. This is institutional money. So is this. You see that? Institution. Retail. So, I mean, yeah, check it out. And what are they doing right now? Up 2.4%. Yay, keep going. All right, so that's the key. TKY. Get them on KuCoin. Not saying buy, sell. Definitely do your research. They are very, very interesting from a geopolitical, political science aspect. Very interesting project. Back to the questions. Hey, thanks guys for asking questions and stuff like that. I may not have a ton of viewers, but I have the quality, that's for sure. And that's what I really value. So Diesel Hansen, what do I think of VeChain? I think it's I think it's like the best project out there, man. You have the key, and then you have VeChain. The key for really social stability and stuff like that. I mean, it's just that can have an effect worldwide. Wham, that's the key. VeChain, same thing, but more so for business. Okay, business. Wham. What does business do? Well, they deliver food, they deliver wine, they deliver medicines, they deliver this and that and a whole bunch of other things. They have Player that's on their thing. They just had this jur thing. This is for law. This is basically law, legal contracts on blockchain. Read this. Introduction to jur. Look at that. JUR. Check that out. VeChain. Huge. I've been holding it since it was Ven. Since right when it first came out. Hey, there's Scout Sniper. What do I think of master nodes? Any specific that you like? Yeah, I like Digibyte. Digibyte. Spin up a node. Spin up a node. Okay. As far as rewards and money and stuff like that, no, I don't give a darn. You're spinning up a Digibyte node for being part of an ecosystem for something that could actually be tradable, usable cryptocurrency as money. Okay, it's fast. It has a lot of things going for it. Do your research on Digibyte. As far as like making money and stuff like that from rewards or whatever, mining, I'm not into that. I tried it a little bit. It's like you know, kind of loud, But, yeah, you can spin up a Digibyte node fairly quickly. Check them out. Heck, if you have it on your phone, it's like a node, you know? But do a full node on a PC. It's super easy, man. Check out Digibyte. Pundy X is moving nicely. Yes, it is. Pundy X is moving nicely. I believe that Mr. Rat Poison, the Warren Buffett, invested in several companies that were like payment processors in India that were somehow either like they might do business with Pundy or something. Don't quote me on that. I have to look it up, but something like that. I know that he stuck in some money, not into Pundy X, but into something that could have some very, very, very loose ties, basically, or some type of business interaction. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Pundy X is moving nicely. Not really into it. I like some others, but you know, I mean, the problem is because I have LOF, lack of fiat, so I can't invest in everything. Well, I guess I could if I put $1 in each one, you know, but what's that gonna do? So you guys want me to take a look at Pundy? Yeah, we'll go take a look at him real quick. Over on Binance, on the Binance. Let's see. P. I gotta really learn my alphabet here. Oh, that's Pivx. Pivx has moved too. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that? Oh, where are these guys? I know they're there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is on the 4-hour. This is actually a very bullish sign. People think that these are fat fingers. People don't make those kind of mistakes being a fat finger, okay? Anyway, somebody dropped it, but look at that. Look at this nice buy right here. Scroll on over. I actually like the volumes on Qcoin. That's why I'm looking at it here instead of Binance. I like Qcoin better, actually. They don't have the wash trading garbage. If it doesn't trade, the thing goes flat, and you see it, okay? Which is nice. All right, so this was a big buy here. That one. Notice here, just looking at the greens, moving up. That's going like this. See this part? You always see me saying, "Oh, this is bullish" when you see volume going down. Now you know why. Zoop. There any kind of see that really screws thing up, that volume right there. This is on BTC. Let's go look at it on the shorter time period, perhaps on the 1 hour. Okay. It's coming up. Wham. Let me go down here, smaller time frame. Maybe increase that. What I'm doing is I'm looking for some type of Wyckoff pattern. This thing is basically just in its markup. Oh, where'd it go? Here it is. Yeah, so it's in its markup phase right here. Sign of weakness right here. This is actually a sign of weakness. Large volume right here. Second one's a down bar. It's in the upper area. That's a sign of weakness, but it got caught. It came off of, you could call it like this previous resistance here, and it kind of goes like this. Sometimes what happens is it goes like this, and it just does a bleed. On this one, we'll see. Okay, it can go a bleed here, or it can just be going like this. It's a little bit early to tell. Okay, it's not quite a Wyckovian pattern yet. It could be. Hold on, let me see. What does this look like on the 2 hour? Okay, I have to scroll it up like that. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, we could have our supply here, our buying climax. That would be a line. Comes down. We could call this an automatic rally like I drew there. So that's the trading range. Let me get rid of all this crap. Put this thing on. Yeah, so what this is, top range, bottom of the range. Okay? So this is the trading thing. Right now it's down in the lower range. So it usually comes down, tests the low, and then it goes up and tests the high. Sometimes it, keep in mind, it doesn't always make it. And sometimes if it goes low, it might want to test way low and then come back up for like one of those spring thingies. Right now, it's early in the trend. Okay? It's early in the trend. This is actually bearish because it didn't get up in this area. So that's, I mean, that's too bad, but it is showing some signs of weakness. And in the, yeah, look at that garbage on that chart. So right now the micro is basically declining, right? On more of a macro, it's increasing. So you have conflicting signals, but you're getting weakness here at the upper ranges. Twice you're getting on the up bars, you're getting up bar weakness, which would signify that, hey, it's going to go down and test the low first again before it does a test high. But this is like the trading range, this area right in here. Okay. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Notice how I had to really like scroll that up to make it look like something, because that doesn't do much. Anyway, so that's Punty X. Okay. Hope that helped you out, man. KZ boy. And Mark. Yeah, V-Chain Thor's the bomb. Yeah, we can look for V-Chain Thor. XRP looking good. Yeah. Yeah, big old news story I had. Beginning of the thing. XRP. They said moved for no reason. If you didn't catch that, it's like, oh, okay, we actually looked at it. And yeah, there is a reason. It's just that the person writing the article didn't know what the reason was. And that's cool, man. That's actually cool. Less people know about this stuff, the better. Oh, and you still like Cardano? Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, and the thing is with coins, it's like my long-term holds that I don't like touch. Really, I'm really strong on the fundamentals on. They have to be super duper strong. And then the other ones, it's like, hell, I'll sell them because I go off the charts. I'm more of a I'll go off the charts because, like I said, I'm looking for opportunities. Okay. When it comes to charting, I'm an omnivore. I'll eat anything. Okay. Just give me a chart where I can see potential food, and I'm there. The rest of the charts are smorgasbord, and it's really important. Are you a trader, or are you a team player? Okay. But it's fine having projects you like. You know, that's cool. And if you like a project, put down why you like it. Put it in the comments. Why do you like Cardano? Why do you like Tron? What are my thoughts? Okay, Scout wants to know, what are my thoughts on BTC making a new all-time low? If it was going to make an all-time low, I would say like around in the $800 range. We're not there. We're not there. But people are talking, you know, something like that. I'm talking about $800 for all-time low. But I think we're kind of past that. Those days are over, I think. Why? Fidelity, Grayscale, TD Ameritrade, eToro. You have what, Binance coming out with margin. You have BitMEX. You have a bunch of others. You have Dexus. You have Bakkt. You have, you know, on and on and on and on and on. Crypto is not going away. It's getting more embedded. Anonymous America. XRP is how babies are made. No pictures, please. Hey, Royad, how's it going? Yeah, I'll take a look at Pirate Chain later. Might take a look at DGB, see how it's doing. So people are liking XRP out there. Okay. Z-Boy's saying V-Chain Thor hitting $1. That would be nice. That would be like really nice, man. If it hits $1. V-Chain Thor is the gas, guys, if you don't know, for V-Chain. And you can take a look at it on Ocean X Pro. OceanEX.pro. Check these guys out. They're the ones that just increased the amount for non-KYC up to 10,000 USDT. Interesting projects here, guys. Do your research. More fun to do research on. You can sell VThor here on Ocean X Pro. Okay, Diesel Hound? That's where you do it. Your goal's the Thunder node? Yay! That's awesome. Yeah, Thunder, Majolner, heck. That'll be awesome. Best of luck to you. Oh, so you're correcting. You're saying it could hit 0.1 in 2020. That would still be awesome. 0.1, because here's VThor versus BTC. It's up 1.25% today. Don't. They need music when it loads. Okay. Now VeChain is like this because they have market makers and stuff where they really have had huge buy walls and sell walls. And we might see that come to an end in the near future. We'll see, but that's a rumor going around. But we'll see. Anyway, here is... oh, that's on the 15-minute. Let's go to the day. Let me put on auto. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, as you can see, the price just wham went down. So it's doing price discovery here, and that actually looks just like VeChain's overall long-term chart, except this is on the daily. Quite interesting, huh? It's having that stiletto, that magic rare stiletto type of pattern. Anyway, as you can see right down here, if he says 0.1, that would be like pretty awesome. And yeah, this is versus BTC, but 0.1 would be like totally awesome. Let's see if we go over here. Because right now it's at 0.0006. Yeah. So you can get Litecoin, you can get Dash. Dash is brand new on this exchange. ETH, BTC, OCE, that's the Ocean X basic their coin, like how you get BNB. Tick, you get TikTok. You can get on the vet pairing, you can get SHA, which is Safe Haven, Player, DBet, IOST, that's a new one. So yeah, check out Ocean X. They're doing things. They're doing things, man. They're doing things. Yeah, and Cardano, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's up with Cardano. I'm going to go take a quick look at DigiByte, see how it's doing, and then take off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and get notified, okay? Helps the channel, all that good stuff. Let's go out here to the, let's go to the 2 hour. Because it was just, dang it. It was just doing its thing before. Bring the volume down low. Yeah, it's still doing its thing and hit my box again. It's doing wonderfully. It's like awesome. It is doing awesome, man. It's in its spring and it is in doing a looks like right now it's popping up and it could be going into another reaccumulation phase, which would be totally cool inside this box. So expect it to if it doesn't bounce down, but it already bounced down and retested that and came back up, which is cool. And so we'll see if it keeps on hitting around this box area. So yeah, DigiByte is looking strong, guys. It's looking strong to me. Classic Wyckoff. Classic Wyckoff. Okay. Had 3 boxes here, hit all 3 of them. Boom, boom, boom. Isn't that cool? Do I have any more on this guy? Yeah, I do. Oh, look at that. Okay. Enough of that. Anyway, guys, that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, get notified, and I will catch you later. Bye.